Well, good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to do this in the morning and it just didn't happen that way. Welcome, everybody. My name is Laura and I go by Crafty Chef Diamond in the YouTube world. And today we are in my craft kitchen. I'd like to thank all my subscribers and new subscribers for stopping in and visiting with me today. And I have a special celebration. This month is my birthday month, and this is the last month that Disney is celebrating Walt Disney World is celebrating their 50th anniversary, as well as the 100th anniversary when Walt Disney started his Walt Company. So, and that all ends the end of March. So each Sunday, I am going to represent a different park, a theme park from Walt Disney World. So today, I am featuring one of my favorite parks, and that is EPCOT. So I have a Starbucks mug, special edition, that came from EPCOT. I'm sporting iced coffee in here today. And yeah, we have a little bit of everything on here from EPCOT. But before we get started, I have some chef notes. New subscribers to the channel, thank you so much. Rosemary Catlin, Lisa Fisher, I love your name. So she goes by Lisa Fisher, Sparkle Frogs Crafts. Amazing. So, Karen Young and Claire Camby, sorry if I messed up your name. I am not good at pronouncing people's last names or sometimes their first name. Welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome. So today I am sporting a Cinnabon. I made this from scratch. I worked for Cinnabon for 5 years, and I maintained 2 bakeries, one at Reagan National Airport in Virginia/Washington, D.C. And I ran Terminal B and helped out with Terminal C. Those are the 2 bakeries we had. And then I went into international training to work with AFES to open up Cinnabons. So anyways, so I helped out the franchise department. But one reason why I made that delicious cinnamon roll, and one whip and chat after I'm done with all my Disney stuff, I will talk about my adventures with Cinnabon and my travels and the perfect cinnamon roll and all that good stuff. So let's see here. Like I said, we're featuring EPCOT today. EPCOT opened in October 18th, 1982. And I guess I need to say, I'm going to start talking more than I'm whipping. So maybe I should just call this the Chef Diamond Chatty Watty. I will try to whip and chat for you guys. So EPCOT opened October 18th, 1982. And what's cool about this, my son, for Christmas, he got me a cup from every resort except for one, and I've improvised the last theme park, and that will be the last week of March. So whatever you guys are doing, I know I get sidetracked and everything. Go grab yourself a cup of coffee, some iced coffee. That's what I'm having right now because it's in the afternoon. Just got home from church. We had a big buffet and took a while to clean everything up. And then from there, I had to go grocery shopping for the kiddos tomorrow. I had, get fresh produce and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Oh, I guess I need to whip, right? Let's see. I don't have a light pad up here. I have 3 light pads and they're all in use right now. So I have a project downstairs that I'm working on, and I showed you in February with my February finishes. I am right down here and it's turning out amazing. And this is my rendition of the original Walt Disney Castle. I know it's not, but it's my interpretation of it. And I am so excited. And March, going into the first week of April, we have cherry blossoms. And of course, we're going to celebrate the cherry blossoms. So hopefully I can get to Washington, D.C. and see the cherry blossoms. And maybe I can vlog that. So, okay, what does EPCOT mean? EPCOT means Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. And that it is. That it is. All of the attractions are centered on the advancement of technology. So it's a fantastic place to go. Really, it is. Disney is magic. You are never too old for Disney. And if you can never get to Disneyland or Disney World, there's so many ways to celebrate the magic through TV, through videos, through the movie theaters, through pictures, through books. A lot of us celebrate Disney through our arts and crafts. I'm doing Yoda with a cup of coffee, and he is part of the galaxy, which is at EPCOT. And that is a new Guardians of the Galaxy. So that is a new adventure that opened up at EPCOT, as well as Remy's Ratatouille adventure. So some other things. You can see, I think it's 11 countries in one day at EPCOT. And you can go to the United States, you can go to France, you can go to Mexico, Japan, Morocco, Germany, Norway. And that's one reason why I picked the cinnamon roll, because you can get cinnamon rolls in Norway. I did get a cinnamon roll in Norway's, but they make theirs a little bit different. They're called overnight rolls. And they sport their frosting more of just a powdered sugar milk base frosting, where my frosting is with the cream cheese, and I add lemon zest to it, powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. But before I incorporate everything, you want to take your you want a high fat butter, and you want to incorporate air in your butter before you even add all your other ingredients. So I will whip the margarine / butter for about 10 minutes so it just blows up. So by the time I add all my other ingredients, you have a nice fluffy frosting. So, okay, let's see. China, Canada, United Kingdom, and Italy. So what are the highlights at EPCOT? The big ball as you're walking in, or if you see it on TV or you watch any of the parades, that is called Spaceship Earth. And what it does is you go, it's a very slow moving ride, and you get to enter the world in time and how technology has taken us up to this year, and how the world has changed. It's just it's amazing. And then that's one of the old time favorites. And another old time favorite is Figment of Your Imagination. And I do have him with me today. And he's a shoulder guy. And he's got a magnet on the bottom. And you can have all kinds of imagination. You know, have your own imagination. So Figment is a fun guy, and the children love him. Nobody understood who Figment was. And a lot of people, when you do talk about Figment, they're like, I've never heard of him before. Use your own imagination. Build your imagination. And he's been around for a long, long time. Fast Track. That is where you go in and you're on a track, and you're in your own car, and they're going to do the test track, you know, swerving, stopping, going. And at the very end, you're going to go up to 85 miles an hour. and then they're going to slam on the brakes, and it is just a blast. Frozen Ever After. I believe Frozen Ever After is like 3 years old. The first year that she opened up, she broke down and we had to walk off of her, but I had a great time. This year it was good because I was able to enjoy the full ride. And you do get to see Elsa and Anna and all their friends. So that is great. Mission Space. You are going to be in a simulator and you're going to go up into space. You're going to be in tight quarters. And with me, all I could do, I went on there with my grandson and I went on there with my son. And you take deep breaths because of the G-force. And that's all I did. I knew it would be over within a minute. Just breathe, Laura, breathe, because you will get sick. They even have barf bags in the simulator. And if that's what it's like to go into real space, but I'm sure the G-forces are even heavier. It's nice to see and it's nice to do. But it's something that I wouldn't do unless somebody said, please go with me, please go with me. So, Guardians of the Galaxy is a brand new roller coaster ride at Epcot. It was amazing. You are in individual cars and you go frontwards, you go backwards, you go sideways. It is an experience and you are in the dark and you are seeing all the stars around the world. It is amazing. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is a new one. You are in a mouse car, and I do have Remy with me today. He is another shoulder buddy, and he cute. Love it, love it. And I also have a Remy chef hat that I wear at school, but the children just go, I wear this when I do spaghetti day on my shoulder. And you are going through like a 3D ride, and you are the mouse. You are Remy, and you are running from the chefs, and you're doing different stuff, and it is fun. It is really fun. And you can go on YouTube and you can put all these rides in there and actually watch how they go, and you can actually put yourself in that spot right there and just enjoy it. So you can enjoy some of the ride. You're not actually in the ride, but you are there watching it. And Soaring Around the World. What is Soaring? It is another simulator, but it is an open wide simulator. And what you're going to do is you're going to go through all the different parts of the world, and you're in a huge kite and you're flying. And even if you're going to ski the Swiss Alps, you will smell the snow. You will feel the air hit your face. If you're going to go through orange fields, you're going to smell the oranges. If you're going to go through a flower field, you're going to smell the flowers. It's just amazing. If you're going to go to another part of the world and there's all kinds of pine trees, you will smell the pines. It's just amazing, amazing. So we are featuring Epcot. Those are my highlights. And each country has different restaurants and stuff. I'm gonna have to move my light. They do have a new adventure at Epcot that's gonna open up, and I think it might open up by next marathon 2024. I don't have a projected date for it yet, but it's gonna be Moana. And I have Hey Hey. So there's going to be a new attraction. Each year they try to keep everything fresh. You never want to have a stale park, and they keep everything fresh. So that is my journey with Epcot. It is just fun. Disney is just fun. You're never too old for Disney. I think I already said that. It's for any age, and I think you enjoy it more when you get older because you're not dealing with kids or anything like that. It's just you and your loved one, or you and your friends, and you appreciate it more. So I didn't do too many notes as usual. So maybe this might be a fast chat. This is more of a chat than a whip. So, again, you guys all know I follow the Alec Murdaugh case, and it's over with. It is totally over with. They found him guilty. But it was really, really kind of strange. On Thursday, I had a rough day at work on Thursday, and I listened to some of the trial before my volunteer came in, and then I shut it off. By the time I got home and I finished listening to the trial, it was verdict watch. And then I guess I fixed dinner, and the next thing I know, I received a notification, and the verdict was back in, and I'm like, what? I just finished getting caught up. The verdict was in. I guess they made their decision within 45 minutes, and so it took 3 hours to get everybody back in. So actually 3 hours, and Alec was standing in front of the judge listening to the verdict. And of course, he was found guilty, and they decided, normally, I guess in South Carolina, they sentence you the same day. It was kind of late, so they decided that they would sentence him Friday at 9:30. Nobody wanted to do any impact statements. Alex did make a statement, and he said, I did not kill my wife or my son, Paul Paul. He called him Paul Paul. Then I listened to the judge, and it just, what he said, it weighed heavy on my heart, because then I really thought it was going to be a hung jury, guys. I really, really did. I thought it was going to be a hung jury, and the judge was very professional. He kept a straight tone. He let Alec know that, you guys, about your attorney firm, how you have been in business for all these years, and I had to take your grandfather's picture off the wall so there wouldn't be any bias with people coming into the court. He says, you and I even did trials together, and to think of what you have become. And he says, I hope Maggie and Paul visit you every night. And Alex said they do. And again, he claimed his innocence. And then the judge said, well, maybe it wasn't you. It was the monster inside of you that you become. He said, here you're addicted to opiates, and you take 50, 60 pills a day, and maybe the monster inside of you is the one who did this. So his life has changed forever. This man that basically had everything that you could ask for, 2 sons, a wife, a good working for a law firm, making millions of dollars a year. In 2008, everything got tight for everybody. He made some land deals and stuff, and things didn't go out very well from him, but he had to steal from people. I mean, even if he stole from one person, greed just overtook him and just went on and on. Sometimes, like, if you're going to quit drinking or maybe quit taking drugs or smoking, you'll say, okay, one more cigarette, one more drink, and I'll quit. And I guess greed with money, he couldn't quit. And to think that now he's going to have people watch him go to the bathroom, people watch him take a shower, if people want to visit him, he's got to do a strip search. And not only that, his grandfather and his father have sentenced people, and possibly the prison that he's going to be going, that have sentences for the rest of their life. So he's going to have to look behind his shoulder every step of the way. And knowing that there's no more boat trips, there's no more high class dining, you are now eating crap. But you reap what you sow, you know. If you have the opportunity, I don't know how many of you guys followed the case, you know. I like to watch trials in real time, and I know a lot of my information, sometimes I get it boggled up and stuff, but this was a really tough case because of all the different stuff that they brought into the case. It was hard to follow. It was really hard to follow. Even if I tried to give you guys a recap, some of my information wasn't right because of all of this. Even some of the attorneys that were the commentaries, they couldn't even they had a hard time following it as well. You know, and I really thought it was going, again, like I said, like it was going to be a hung jury because the state didn't, from what we had seen, the state didn't do a very good investigation. But then you look at it and you are going to hear about the negativity of what the state didn't do. Okay. Can the state learn off of this case? Absolutely. I think they know now it doesn't matter what your status is in this town. You're going to do just, even if it's the president of the United States in South Carolina, you will follow protocol, no matter who that person is. If they need to remove that person from the house to do their investigation or check the bathrooms with everything, you know, they need to follow up ASAP right away. So I think they've learned a lot of lessons. I really do. And this will never happen again. That's for sure. Let's see what else. It's been a pretty good week. You guys did see the enchiladas, and the kids just tore them up. And like I said, you guys saw the little video with hardly any sauce on there, because if I drowned them in enchilada sauce, they're not going to eat it. But I put just enough sauce on there to where it was satisfying. And I did some cheese, melted cheese, and I made it really soft, and I put it in a squirt bottle and squirted on top of it. And then out in the dining room, the volunteers and the teachers, I had salsa and sour cream out there for them to add on top of it. Because if I were to dress it in the kitchen, then they definitely wouldn't eat it. Because you have some children that want hot sauce, some don't, some just want sour cream. They love sour cream. I never heard of sour cream until I was a teenager. It wasn't that popular. Tacos weren't that popular. Okay, tacos were popular. But a lot of Mexican food in my area of growing up wasn't that popular. So, but what are the next trials that are coming up? I'm definitely going to be following Brian Kohlberger, but I don't think that's going to happen for about another year. June 26th, he has a hearing just to find out more about the case and what's been brought up. That case is all on a gag order, and they are showing some stuff. Some stuff was some of his property that was in his apartment has been released, and they're finding more evidence. Also, he was infatuated with one of the roommates, and that roommates, the two living ones left, have got to be scared to death. I'd like to know why she waited till 4 o'clock or 11 o'clock the next day to call 911. There's unanswered questions. I have questions. So, but other than that, Sarah Boone, I don't know when her trial, she's been in prison or jail, awaiting her trial for 3 years now. So here I am talking away and my cell phone stopped and my storage was filled, so I had to dump it really quick. That's like the second time that's happened to me. So Sarah Boone, she killed her boyfriend, put him in a suitcase, and he suffocated. And so she's been awaiting trial for 3 years, and that's supposed to be happening in April. And I would like to follow that. I don't know if it's going to be televised or not, but some of the commentaries that I do follow will be following up on that case. And a lot of you don't know who Brian Kohlberger is, so let me backtrack a little bit. This is the gentleman that is allegedly killed the 4 Idaho college students. And so, yeah, I don't think his trial is going to be coming up probably within maybe the end of the year, beginning of next year. I'm not quite sure. And but more of his stuff keeps coming out, so we will see. But now I get to get caught up on you guys. So I think I've already mentioned that already, because I don't remember our it's been probably about 20 minutes that I tried to listen to this back, and sometimes it's not good for me to listen to it back. I just need to go with the flow. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end this video for today, and I am going to reheat my cinnamon roll and dig into it. I have not had a Cinnabon in years, guys, and my husband had one. He said, oh, it still tastes the same. So I'm like, oh, good, good, good. So, and I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to take one more sip of it. And you guys have a great, great week. Happy crafting with whatever craft that you're doing. I didn't go to crochet class this week. I was too tired. And so I got a hold of her and told her that I'll meet up with her next Friday. So I do need to take some time out to do my practicing of crochet. So last week I forgot my whip and chat. I forgot to do this, and I'm not going to go through the questions anymore because I haven't received any comments on it. This is about calming your anxiety, so I'm just going to read to you what's on the page and kind of go from there. So I'm down 2 weeks. So this one is this was for last week. Sorry, guys. And it says, you are never stronger than when you land on the other side of despair. Zadie Smith, and her quote is "Wait teeth." And then for this week, the source of a true smile is an awakened mind, and that is Thich Nhat Hanh, and his little side note is peace is every step. All right, guys, that is it for this week. I'm going to let you go, and I put another Temu order in, and I just received a notice today that is being shipped, so hopefully that will be coming in and I can unbag that for you guys. And I am still waiting on my Craftively order. It's been almost a month. There was a notice, I think on Instagram, where they had 295 orders left to pack and get out. I think I'm in that 295 mix. So I'm awaiting to get an email from them saying that it's been shipped. It's been a long haul, so I'm excited to get that. And I will be doing some other unboxings from my featuring Diamond Art Club. And I think I will be featuring some of my stash that goes along with my Disney theme and some of the princesses from Manny Manzano. So be looking forward to showing those to you guys. And thank you everybody for having iced coffee with me and going through EPCOT with me and checking out my cinnamon roll. And you guys have a fabulous week. If you like what you are seeing or hearing, hit the like button, subscribe, and you guys have a fantastic week. And tomorrow's Monday. Get a good night's rest, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Love you all. Stay sweet.